Welcome everybody to Board Sports Network, your leader in board sports entertainment. Today we have Game 3 between the Denver Wild and the New Mexico Aztecs. New Mexico took Game 1 by a score of 4-2 to move to 10-5 in the season, and New Mexico to 5-10. In Game 2, it was New Mexico 1-0 behind the strong 9-inning complete game shutout from New Mexico starting pitcher Fumi Suzuki, who moved to 4-0 on the year. And in Game 3 today, we have the rubber match between starting pitcher Jermichael Jones for Denver and Jonathan Petrie for New Mexico. As you know, Jermichael Jones is started off the year hot and has a 0.40 ERA. So Denver is currently standing at 10-6, while New Mexico is 6-10. Your starting pitchers for today's matchup for the Denver Wild is Jermichael Jones. He's coming in at 1-1. He's had 3 starts of the season. He's pitched 22 2/3 and has a .40 ERA with 18 strikeouts, 6 walks, and a 1.06 whip. He will be opposed today by New Mexico's Jonathan Petrie, who is 0-3 on the year after 3 starts, only 11 innings pitched, a 13.91 ERA, 9 strikeouts, 10 walks, and a 10.82 whip. Your starting lineups for the Denver Wild, Josh Lampum will be leading off playing second base. He's batting .225 with 5 RBIs. Romero Yadier will be in right field. He's batting .280 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Kurt Swarns will be DHing today, batting third. He's hitting .328 with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Rondell Frazier will be playing first base, batting cleanup. He's batting .190 with 6 RBIs. Junior Royal will be in center field. He's batting .294 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Lou Corsi gets a start behind the plate today. He's batting .250 with 3 RBIs. Duncan Otto gets the start at shortstop. He's batting .300 with 2 RBIs. Nate McFetters will be at third base, batting .250 with 3 RBIs. And Gus Fontenot will be batting ninth, playing left field, batting .250 with 1 home run and 6 RBIs. For the New Mexico Aztecs, Otis Terrell will be leading off playing left field. He's batting .231 with 4 RBIs. Palmer Terry will be playing third base, batting .222, 1 home run and 5 runs batted in. Edgar Santiago will be at first base. He's hot so far this year, batting .407 with 2 home runs and 15 RBIs. Followed by Doug Smoltz at cleanup, batting in right field, batting .270 with 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. LaMelo King will be your DH today. He's batting .295 with 7 runs batted in. Hunter Fields will be in center field, batting .214 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. Dan Hinkle gets the start at second base today. He's batting .100. And Eddie Machado will be catching. He's batting .261 with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. And playing shortstop today, batting ninth, will be Mike Vestberg, batting .250 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. It's a sunny day here in New Mexico, here at Classic Bank Park. The national anthem has been sung. The Aztecs have taken the field, and Josh Lampum will be stepping up to the plate to lead it off for Denver. Jonathan Petrie finishing up his warm-up pitches to throw it down to second. And we are ready to get this game underway as Josh Lampum steps up to the plate. Here is the pitch. 1-2-6 is the pitcher fresh he is, and that's going to be a line out to the second baseman for the first out of the game. Next up will be the right fielder, Romero Yadier. 5-5-6 is pitcher Ace. No. Is batter Sad Sack. No. That's going to be a double to right field, so a double for Yadier for the Wild. And they've already got a runner in the scoring position as the first baseman, Rondell Frazier, comes up to the plate. And I actually messed up my starting lineup. So Rondell Frazier's batting third, and Kurt Swarns will be batting cleanup today. Last minute change on me. They didn't get the lineups into me on time, so Rondell Frazier will be batting third today. 4-4-5 is pitcher Workman, no. Is batter Patient, no. And that's going to be a ground out to first base, and that's going to move the runner Yadier over to third. Oops. Oh, I just hosed that up. So I got to give Yadier a double. And then Rondell Frazier rounds out to the first baseman unassisted while Yadier goes to third. With 2 outs and the runner on third base, Kurt Swarns will be coming up. Here's a pitch, 1-2-3. Is a pitcher both flash and fresh? He is, and Swarns will go down on strikes to end the top of the first. Coming up for New Mexico will be the left fielder, Otis Terrell. 3-6-6. See a pinch hitter? No, he's not, and that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Junior Royal, for the first out of the bottom of the first. Brings us to the third baseman, Palmer Terry. 1-2-5. Is Jones a struggler? No. Is the batter Patient? No. And that is going to be a strikeout. We're out number 2. Jermichael Jones is going to have his hands full with the 3 and 4 hitters today with Santiago and Doug Smoles. And here is Santiago up for the first time. 3-3-6. Pitcher Ace or Dynamic? No. Batter Sad Sack, Utility or Patient? No. And that's going to be a single to center field to keep the inning alive. That leads us to a player experience check. Doug Smoles is an icon, and Jermichael Jones, surprisingly enough, is just a prospect. So he's pretty much just a rookie in this league. Having the success that he's having is pretty surprising, but we'll see here if the experience is going to hurt him. 3-6 is a pitcher prospect. He is, and he misses the outside corner, and a batter rips a deep drive to the outfield for a double. And on a 3, runners advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. A stoic runner on first base advances only to second base on a single, third base on a double. So Santiago is stoic, and he is only going to go to third base on the double that was hit into the left field gap. So runners at second and third here as the center fielder, LaMelo King, comes up to the plate. If he can get these runs in early, that's going to be a big hit to Jones. 4-6-6. Pitcher have control. He does, and there is that line. The pitch is red, and it's a single to left field. That is going to score both runs. Santiago comes home. Smoles comes home. LaMelo King's going to hold up at first, so Jones's ERA may be getting bumped up after this game as Hunter Fields will come up, and Jermichael Jones is actually a semi-struggler now since he's allowed 3 on base. The center fielder, Hunter Fields, will be up. LaMelo King is today's DH, so I said he was playing center field. He's actually DHing today. Hunter Fields, the center fielder, comes up with 2 outs and a runner on first and 2 in already. 2-3-6. DB control or dynamic? No. Is the pitcher batting? No. And that's going to be a base on ball. So Jones struggling early. Uncharacteristic of him, as he now has struggler status until he gets an out. Runners on first and second here with 2 outs. Jones just cannot get that third out of the inning. And Dane Hinkle will be up. He is playing second base today. 1-3-6. Is the pitcher an ace? No. Is the batter a whiffer or cold? He is not, and that's going to be an infield drama check. 1-2 is the shortstop iron. That'll be Duncan Otto playing short today. He is not, and that is going to be 1-2. This is the dangerous line. Duncan Otto is semi-gold, but the decider I said no, so that's actually an error on Duncan Otto. So the wheels just continue to not completely fall off, but they are getting loose. That line is actually, if the shortstop's not iron, if he is iron, it's a 2-base error. If it's not, if he's gold, he makes a play, but if he's neither iron nor gold, it's a safe, batter is safe on an error. So that's a dangerous line for the infield drama check. And the catcher, Eddie Machado, is up now. Bases loaded here with 2 outs. Jermichael Jones got the first 2 outs of the inning, and then it's been downhill ever since. 1-4-4. Pitcher Flash. He is it umpire questionable or lenient? He is both, and they call ball 4. So Jones walks in a run, as it is now 3-0, still in the bottom of the first. Michael Jones's ERA may be ballooning up after this game, as Mike Vesberg comes up to the plate here. Bases loaded with 2 outs. 2, 3, 4 are the runners on base there are, so we're going to go to plate drama. 1-5 is the catcher Gold. That'll be Lou Corsi. He is not. 1-2. No, I think it was 1-5. Is catcher Gold? No, and that is going to be a passed ball. So Hunter comes in to score. Hinkle moves to third on the passed ball. Machado goes to second on the passed ball. And we go to a player experience check to finish out Mike Vesberg's at bat. 1-2 is the batter icon. He is, and he draws on experience and launches a highlight reel blast to left field. We go to a fence check. Is he a scrapper? He is. 4, and that is going to be a single. 2. Right field. Hinkle is going to come in to score. Machado is going to come in to score. Vesberg is going to hold up at first. And this is just ugly for Jermichael Jones. I actually feel bad for him. I was rooting for him. As Alex Ojeda is going to, their long reliever is going to get warmed up in the bullpen. As Jones is now not fresh and full struggler, as he gives up his 6th run. Oh, you can just hear it in my voice. I feel terrible for him, but that is how the game goes sometimes. As Otis Terrell comes up to the plate, we're going to let Jones pitch him so Alex Ojeda can get warmed up. Otis Terrell 0 for 1 today, fly out. 2-4-6. Pitcher have control. He does, and mercifully, that is a ground out to the pitcher to end the inning. Holy cow, 6 runs there for New Mexico. As Jonathan Petrie may have a easy day at work. As Denver comes up to the plate, it is 6-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning. Junior Royal comes up to the plate. Had a note on him, but I'm taking a second here to erase it, as that was for last game. So Jonathan Petrie out for his 2nd inning of work. He faces Junior Royal, 1-2-6. Pitcher fresh he is, and that's going to be a line out to the 2nd baseman, Dean Hinkle, for out number 1. Next up will be the catcher, Lou Corsi, getting the start today. Usually in these 3-game series, I try to get the backup some playing time in the 3rd game, so Corsi is behind the plate today. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, and that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder for out number 2. And we go to a team chemistry check. New Mexico is actually full dissonant until further notice. Denver draws a semi-dissonant today. Both teams not in good moods. 3-5 is the pitching team dissonance. They are, yes, pitching team dissonance. Inattentive fielder lets the ball get past him for a single. That's going to be past the first baseman, Edgar Santiago, to keep the inning alive. And that was Duncan Otto. He is playing shortstop today. And we now have the third baseman, Nate McFetters, is to the plate now. 3-4-4 is the pitcher prospect. No. Is the batter patient? No. And that's going to be a pop out to the second baseman to end the top of the second. So nothing going for Denver as we go to the bottom of the second. 6-0. And Jermichael Jones' day is over as he gives up 6 runs. Alex Ojeda will be coming in to pitch. He is the long reliever, so he gets 2 full fresh innings, 1 semi-fresh, then he goes to not fresh. It's just my little rule for the long relievers / spot starters. So Alex Ojeda is in now. Face Palmer Terry, 0-for-1 with a strikeout today. 3-3-4. Is Ojeda ace or star? No. Is the batter sad sack? No. And that's going to be a... He is eager, so he grounds out. He grounds out to the second baseman for out number 1. Next up is Edgar Santiago. He got the ball rolling with a single in his first at bat. 2-3-6. DB controller dynamic, no. Is pitcher batting? No. And that's going to be a base on balls for Santiago. So he's on base again as the right fielder, Doug Smoles, comes up to the plate. He had a double his first at bat. 3-3-6. Pitcher ace or dynamic, no. Batter sad sack, utility, or patient. He is a sad sack, and that is going to be a called strike 3 for out number 2. Next up will be the DH, LaMelo King, 1-for-1 today at the single. 2-3-6. DB controller dynamic, no. Pitcher batting, no. And that's going to be a walk. So Denver, not looking too good, not looking too Denverish this game. As the center fielder, Hunter Fields, comes up. He drew a walk his first at bat. 2-2-6. Is this the cleanup batter? It is not. And that's going to be a fly out to left field to end the second. So to the top of the third we go. It is still 6-0 New Mexico as the left fielder Gus Fontenot comes up to the plate to face Jonathan Petrie. 1-1-5. Pitcher fresh he is, and that's going to be a pop out to himself. Route number 1. Up next will be Josh Lampum. He is 0-for-1 today. He had a line drive to the second baseman to start the game. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? No. Is the batter patient? No. And that is going to be an unassisted ground out to the first baseman for out number 2. Next up will be the right fielder Romero Yadier, who is 1-for-1 at the double today. 2-2-6, and he is hit by the pitch. Yadier on base with 2 outs here in the top of the third, and Rondell Frazier is up next. He grounded out to the first baseman his first at bat. 1-4-6. Is the pitcher flash? No. Is the batter champion? No. That is going to be a ground out to the second baseman to end the inning, or in the top of the third. So to the bottom of the third we go. Jonathan Petrie is now semi-fresh, and Dean Hinkle steps in to lead it off for New Mexico. He reached on an error his first at bat at the shortstop. 2-2-5. Pitcher a star? No. Is the batter slugger or sad sack? No. That's going to be a single to center field. And the side of die says he is active, so he will steal a base as well. A single to center and a stolen base to second, as the catcher Eddie Machado steps up to the plate. He drew a walk his first at bat too. 3-4-6. No pitcher check. Is the batter eager? No. And that is going to be a base on balls So 2 on with no out as Mike Vesberg steps up to the plate and we go to a team chemistry check. He singled his first time up. 4-5 is the batting team harmony. They are not. That's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, whose only play is at first base. Wait a second. First and second. Lead die of 4. Out at first, runners advance. So, fielder's choice. We're going to say it went up the line a little bit. He tosses it on to Frazier. Dean Hinkle goes to third. Machado goes to second. Vesberg is out at first for the first out. Next up will be Otis Terrell. He is 0 for 2 today. It's a fly out and a ground out. There's runners on second and third here with 1 out. 1-2-6 is the pitcher fresh. He is, and that's going to be a line out to the second baseman. Does Eddie Machado get back in time? He does not, and that's going to be a double play. See here, he is held up, and Machado is out on the 4-6 put out. To the top of the fourth we go as Kurt Swarn steps up to the plate. He struck out his first at bat. Here's a pitch. 3-4-5 is the catcher iron. That would be Eddie Machado. He is semi-iron. The sighted eye says no. Batter have a good eye. He does not, and that is going to be a strikeout. As we go to a baseball right now check for Junior Royal. Royal is semi-cold. Jonathan Petrie will be semi-hot. 2-4. Batter hot. No, he is not, and that's going to be a fly out to the left fielder for out number 2. And we go to the catcher, Luke Horsey, who is 0 for 1 with a fly out. 2-2-3. Is the pitcher wild? No. Is the batter slugger or utility? He is a slugger, and he is also a whiffer, and that's going to be a strikeout to end the top of the fourth. So Denver, usually hot, they just cannot get rolling today. As the third baseman, Palmer Terry, steps up to the plate for New Mexico. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 2-2-6, and he gets hit by the pitch. And that's never good to get the lead runner on, and then the 3, 4, and 5, Santiago, Smoles, and King are up now. Edgar Santiago is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. He can do some damage. 3-3-6 is the pitcher ace or dynamic. No, is the batter sad sack, utility, or patient. He is patient. He gets called out on strikes for out number 1. Palmer Terry is a stoic runner, so he's not going to be on the move. Doug Smoles is up now. He is 1 for 2 with a double and a strikeout. 3-3-5 is a pitcher wild. No, is the batter sad sack. And the sighted eye says no, and that's going to be a single to right field. And with Palmer Terry being stoic, he is just going to end up at second. The runners at first and second here with 1 out, and LaMelo King steps up to the plate. 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. 2-4-5. No pitcher check. Is the batter a hero? The decided eye says yes. That's going to be a single to left field. And that's going to move the base runners 1 base up. So Palmer Terry goes to third. Doug Smoles goes to second. Mellow King is going to hold up at first. And they may get things rolling again here. As the center fielder, Hunter Fields, comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a fly out. 1-1-3. Pitcher ace or dynamic? No. Is the batter a slugger? No. That is going to be, see, it's sad sack or home run king? No, that's going to be a single to center field. And with Doug Smoles on second, he is stoic. And that is just going to move everyone up 1 base. So another run comes across for New Mexico, as it is now 7-0. I think New Mexico is actually the worst team in the league, and Denver is actually the best team. But The roles are reversed today as Denver's going to get a couple relievers warming up. Somehow it feels like my reliever stack is kind of short, but do a little check here, make sure Denver's relievers aren't going over to the other side for this game. Nope, they are not, so this must be all they have today. As Warren Mitchell is going to start warming up, as well as Scooter Morris. As Dean Hinkle steps up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 today, reached on an error and a single with bases loaded here. With 1 out, line drive for a single, and Alex Ojeda is a semi-struggler until he gets an out. The pitch to Hinkle, 1-2-2. Is the pitcher a workman? No. Is the batter a champ or a whiffer? No. That's going to be a line out to the third baseman. Does Doug Smoltz get back in time? He does not. And that will end the inning. That's a rule that I may actually end up trying to tweak some, is if there's a line out and the base is occupied by the runner, there's a chance for a double play and you roll it a side or dive. But I may rethink that a little bit here and take experience and speed into check and maybe cut down on a few of those. There's a lot of line out double plays that happen that I feel is a little too high. Maybe not to others, but to me it just feels a little high. Here's something I may try to work out. But anyway, here in this game, top of the fifth we go, 7-0 New Mexico. As Duncan Otto steps up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single today. 1-2-4. Pitcher have control. The decider die says yes, and that's going to be a 6-3 ground out. To Mike Vesberg for out number 1. Next up will be third baseman Nate McFetters. He is 0 for 1 with the fly out. 1-3-4 is the catcher Gold. That's Machado. No. Batter a champion. No. That's going to be an outfield drama check. And we are going to look at the left fielder. See if he is iron. That'll be Otis Terrell. He is not iron. That's going to be a looping fly ball that lands in his glove for out number 2. Next up will be the left fielder Gus Fontenot. He's 0 for 1 with the fly out. 2-6-6. That's going to be a fly out to the right fielder Doug Smoltz to end the top of the 5th. Alex Ojeda is not fresh, so he's going to go ahead and be coming out. And Warren Mitchell is going to get some work in. As Eddie Machado comes up to the plate. He has drawn 2 walks today. He does not have an official at-bat. 3-6-6. This pinch hitter, no, that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder Junior Royal to start the bottom of the 5th. Next up will be the shortstop Mike Vesberg. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a reach on a fielder's choice. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No, that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder Royal again for out number 2. And we go to a team chemistry check for the left fielder Otis Terrell. 4-4 is the pitching team dissonance. That will be Denver. Decided I says yes. An outfielder loses track of the ball and it rolls to the corner of the outfield for a double. So that's going to be to the left fielder, or out to left field. And Otis Terrell is on second base today, or on second base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Third baseman Palmer Terry is up next. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout, ground out, and a hit by pitch. 4, 5, 6. Is the batter patient? No. And that is a fly out to the center fielder to end the inning. So after 5 complete here, New Mexico is up 7-0 as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Josh Lapham steps up to the plate to lead it off for Denver here in the top of the 6th. If they're going to get going, they need to get going now. 1-6-6 is a pitcher Workman. You're gilded, no. Is a batter whiffer? No. That's going to be a ground out to the third baseman, Palmer Terry. We're out number 1, and we go to a player experience check for the right fielder, Romero Yadier. He is full icon. Jonathan Petrie is semi-icon. 2-3 is prospect pitcher. No, and that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. For out number 2. Next up will be the first baseman, Rondell Frazier, who is 0 for 2 today with 2 ground outs. 2-3-4. Are the runners on base? No. Is this a hot batter? No. Frazier is actually cold. So then we check. He is full cold. That's going to be a pop out to the third baseman, Palmer Terry. So a quick 1-2-3 there. As Jonathan Petrie continues to stay semi-fresh. Denver's bats have actually gone stone cold as they went 9 innings yesterday with no runs scored and 2 hits. And so far today they have 2 hits and no runs. So something has happened to their bats. They've been drinking the water down in New Mexico and it's been affecting them. As Edgar Santiago comes up to the plate for New Mexico, he is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk and a strikeout. 2-4-5. Is he a hero? The Saturday says no. That's going to be a pop out to the second baseman for out number 1. That leads us to a player experience check for the right fielder, Doug Smoles, who is full icon. Warren Mitchell is full icon. So icon against icon here. It's 2-4. Do we have an icon batter? We do, and he delivers a single just inside the baseline. So Doug Smoles wins that battle against Warren Mitchell. As LaMelo King steps up to the plate now, he is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. 1-3-4. Do we have a gold catcher? That is Corsai. No. Is batter a champion? No. And that's going to be an outfield drama check. We will look at the right fielder and see if he is iron. So that'll be Yadier. Romero Yadier. He is semi-iron. What did I say here? 2-3. Or no, 1-2. Is the right fielder iron? The decider die says no. And that's going to be a routine fly out to right field. For out number 2, Smoles will hold up. And next up will be the center fielder, Hunter Fields. He is 1 for 2 today with a walk, a fly out, and a single. 4-5-6. Is he patient? No. And that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder to end the inning. Warren Mitchell is now not fresh. Jonathan Petrie is semi-fresh until he gives up a run. Could we be looking at 2 complete game shutouts today? Here in the top of the 7th, Denver's going to try to break this up as Kurt Swarn steps up to the plate, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 1-1-4 is the pitcher fresh. The side eye says yes, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop. For out number 1. Center fielder Junior Royal, or no, DH Junior. Nope, center fielder Junior Royal stepping up to the plate today. Or stepping up to the plate now. 1-5-5. Is he a home run king? He is not, and that's going to be a fly out to the center fielder Hunter Fields. For out number 2. That'll bring up the catcher Lou Corsai, 0 for 2 today with a fly out and a strikeout. 1-2-4. Pitcher have control. The decided eye says yes, and that is another ground out to the shortstop. So Petrie, even though he's 0-3, he's pitching like he's 3-0. As Scooter Morris is going to come in to replace Warren Mitchell. It's a good outing there by Warren Mitchell. Scooter Morris is going to come in now. That's it. I'm missing some pitchers. I am missing some pitchers for Denver. We are back. I actually am not missing any pitchers. I am just, head must not be on straight at the moment. But anyway, Scooter Morris is going to come in to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. He'll be facing Dean Hinkle, Eddie Machado, and Mike Vesberg. Hinkle is 1 for 3 today, with a single, a reach on an error, and a line out. Scooter Morris, a righty. 2-4-5 is the batter Hero. The decided eye says no, and that's going to be a pop out to the second baseman Josh Lampum to begin the bottom of the 7th. We go to a player experience check for Eddie Machado. Scooter Morris is neutral experience. Eddie Machado is semi-prospect. One, two. Icon batter, no. That will be a strikeout for out number 2. And for Mike Vesberg, we go to a baseball right now check. He is full cold. Scooter Morris is full hot. 3-6. Cold pitcher, no. That's going to be a pop out to the catcher for out number 3. Top of the 8th we go. Jonathan Petrie still on the mound for New Mexico. As Duncan Otto steps up to the plate. He is 1 for 2 with a single. 3-4-5. Iron catcher. That is Machado. He is semi-iron. Decided eye says yes, and that will be a walk to Duncan Otto to start the top of the 8th. Otto's a neutral runner. Nate McFetters. We do a little hit and run here just for a little bit of excitement. Hit and run. 1, 2, 3 is pitcher flash and fresh. No, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop with Duncan Otto on the move. The only play the shortstop has is going to be the first base. Duncan Otto is going to get to second. And McFetters will be out at first, out number 1, as Gus Fontenot comes up to the plate. Runner on second base here with 1 out. Fontenot 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. 2-3-3. Pitcher ace or a star, no. Is the batter slugger, no. That's going to be a fly out to the center fielder, Hunter Fields. Otto is going to hold up at second. He is just a neutral runner. Next up will be the second baseman, Josh Lampum, 0 for 3 today. 1-4-5. Pitcher struggler, no, and that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Third baseman? First baseman. To end the inning. New Mexico applauding Petrie as he walks. As him and New Mexico Aztecs walk off the field, they could be putting Denver down 18 straight innings with no runs and only 4 hits. As Scooter Morris comes back out for Denver, he's going to face Otis Terrell, who is 1 for 4 today. 3-4-5 is catcher Iron. I do not believe Corsi is Iron. Nope. Pitcher Iron, no. His batter have a good eye. The decided eye says yes. That is a check swing for a ball, and we go to an umpire check with no runners on. 1-3. Do we have a questionable umpire at home? We do. And he calls a questionable third strike as Otis Terrell kind of looks back at him, just shaking his head. We actually have a questionable crew out here today, as first base, third base are questionable umpires, and Eddie Edwards is full questionable umpire behind the plate. The only respected umpire is standing out at second base. That's Larry Hildebrand. Palmer Terry is up next. He is 0 for 3 today. 1-4-6. Pitcher flash. The side die says no. Is batter Champion? No. That's going to be a ground out to the second baseman for out number 2. Next up will be Edgar Santiago. He is 1 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 1-4-4. Is the pitcher flash? The side die says no. Is the batter Hero? The side die says no, and that's going to be a ground out to the shortstop for out number 3. So to the top of the 9th we go. Fans are on their feet, checking to see if Jonathan Petrie stays semi-fresh or if he is not fresh for the 9th inning. We're going to let the decider die decide that. Bullet, he's semi-fresh. No Bullet, he is not fresh. And he is semi-fresh. Oh, decider die went rogue on me. So Jonathan Petrie. The Aztecs are looking for 2 straight complete game shutouts between Petrie and Fumi Suzuki. And if Petrie gets through this inning, that's going to be 4 hits allowed to the hot-hitting Denver Wild in 18 innings. Could be more, but I can't remember how game 1 turned out, line score-wise. But here we go. Romero Yadier stepping up. He is 1 for 2 with a double. 1-1-3. Pitcher ace or dynamic? No. Is the batter a slugger? No. That is going to be, is he a Sad Sack or Home Run King? He is neither. That's going to be a single to center field to start off the top of the 9th. Next up will be the first baseman, Rondell Frazier, 0 for 3 today. 3-6-6. Is this a pinch hitter? No, it is not. And that's going to be a fly out to center field for out number 1. Yadier is going to hold up at first as the third baseman, Kurt Swarnge. DH Kurt Swarnge comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No. That is going to be a base on balls. So Petrie might be slowing down a little bit. They're going to go ahead and get a reliever going in the bullpen, just in case things start to go south in a hurry. But Junior Royal stepping up to the plate, 0 for 3 today. Runners on first and second here with 1 out. 2-2-6. He is hit by the pitch. So that's 3 in a row for Petrie, as he is now a semi-struggler. Lou Corsi stepping up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 with a fly out, strikeout, and a ground out. Can Petrie get the double play ball here? 3-4-6. Is the batter eager? No. And Petrie walks in a run. That takes us to a team chemistry check. Petrie is now not fresh and full struggler, but he is going to go ahead and head out of this ball game. He walks off the field and he gets a standing ovation from the fans. Great outing today by Petrie. Not what I was expecting. We have a righty, lefty, lefty. So we'll put Schaefer in to face the right-handed Schaefer in to face the right-handed Duncan Otto. There's 1 out here. Bases loaded. Petrie is responsible for all the runners on base. So 1-6-6. Roger Schaefer, a workman or gilded? No. Is the batter a whiffer? No. And that is we're going to say that's a double play to end the game. But we're going to say Kurt Swarns steps on the bag, throws it to second base for the out. What happened to the runner that was on? No, that was hit the Palmer-Terry. I'm sorry. Kurt Swarns was on third. He's not going anywhere. Junior Royal is... Oh. That is your ball game for the 5-4 double play. And that did not... I'm just going to go ahead and say 5-4-3 double play because that didn't register right in the program. But New Mexico takes the series 2-1 with a dominating 7-1 win. I will be back in a moment with your post-game report. So for your final today here in New Mexico at Classic Bank Park, the New Mexico Aztecs took it 7-1. Denver had 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, and 6 left on base. New Mexico had 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors, and 8 left on base. Denver drops to 10-7 on the year, while New Mexico improves to 7-10. Your pitchers for this game, Jermichael Jones drops to 1-2 on the year. He went 1 inning pitched, gave up 6 runs and only 2 earned runs with 1 strikeout and 2 walks. His new ERA is actually 1.14, and I was looking at his season stats, and he has given up 10 runs but only 3 earned runs. So when he's out on the mound, he doesn't get much defensive assistance. That's why his ERA is still so low. But anyway, Jonathan Petrie for the Aztecs, he improves to 1-3, gets his first win of the season. He went 8 1/3, gave up 1 run, 3 strikeouts, and 3 walks. And his new ERA is 8.38. A good game here in New Mexico as New Mexico takes the series with the win. That'll do it for us here at Ford Sports Network. As always, we thank you for taking time out of your day to watch. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you don't mind, please hit the like button as well, and subscribe to the channel so you can be updated of all the action around the league. But until next time, I ask that you have a great night, and God bless.